Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We're looking at a conflict that claimed over 20 million lives, utterly destroyed ancient empires, and literally reshaped the world we live in today. It's the catastrophe we broadly call World War I. But today, we're going past the surface level history. We're going to dissect the true anatomy of this global disaster and break down the incredibly complex web of reasons that actually dragged the entire world into the trenches. Now, to do that, we got to start with a really fascinating hypothetical question. So, June 28th, 1914, a 19-year-old student named Gavrilo Princip assassinates the Austro-Hungarian prince. We're almost always taught that this one single event is what triggered the 4-year Great War. But let me ask you this. If we could somehow jump into a time machine, go back to 1914, and stop that one bullet from being fired, would we have actually prevented the World War? I mean, was it really just that simple?
Well, the reality is, of course, a whole lot more complicated. Think of it like this. Imagine a massive, towering mountain of dynamite. If I toss a tiny little matchstick onto it and blow the whole thing sky high, the devastation isn't really the fault of the matchstick, right? I mean, the devastation happens because someone built a mountain of dynamite in the first place. The assassination of the prince, that was just the matchstick. Today, we're examining the dynamite.
Section 1. The Dynamite Mountain, Europe in 1914.
So, to understand how this insanely explosive environment was built, we first need to look at the incredibly volatile map of Europe at the time. Over on one side, you've got these massive, sprawling autocratic empires, the Austro-Hungarian, German, Russian, and Ottoman empires. I mean, their borders were huge, literally swallowing up dozens of modern-day nations. And on the other side, a grand total of just 3 European democracies, France, Switzerland, and San Marino. That's it. So the massive takeaway here is that millions of everyday people were being ruled by ruthless monarchs with absolutely zero democratic representation to stop those emperors from making catastrophic, world-ending decisions. And the tension was building way before that assassination ever happened. Let's look at the timeline. Back in 1878, after a war, the Austro-Hungarian Empire was given the right to just temporarily administer Bosnia. But then, in 1908, they got greedy and officially annexed it. They literally ripped it off the map to keep for themselves. Obviously, this enraged the local Bosnian people, who were basically just passed from the Ottoman Empire straight to another empire without ever tasting freedom. But it also absolutely infuriated neighboring Serbia. Serbia shared this deep ethnic Slavic connection with Bosnia, and they dreamed of a united, independent South Slavic nation, a Yugoslavia. So the sheer tension from this annexation, that was a massive stick of dynamite laid right at the base of our mountain.
Section 2. A Deadly Game of Thrones. A family feud that burned the world.
Now, to really grasp this feud, we've got to look at who was actually